Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is S.Pd, and here I will uh, demonstrate about basics of designing in SketchUp. So, first things you need to uh, first thing you need to have is of course the application, and also the main uh, the main equipment here. What will we use is only a mouse because we need this mouse scroll so that we can drag and also tilt the area of the SketchUp design area. So without further long, let me show you guys the basics. Okay, first, after you get the application, here you will start up the application and found this area. You will need to choose this simple and meters because it's international standards. It actually depends whether you wanted meters or in inches. It depends on you, but me myself prefers meters. Yeah. As you can see, here is the first appearance of the SketchUp area. To track the area here, you will need to press the scroll and also shift. So when you click in the mouse scroll, the cursor will turn to this, and when you drag the mouse, it will tilt the area. So you can see the elevations and so on uh, in the SketchUp. And to track this, you need to press the scroll. Make sure the cursor is here, uh, turned into this, and then press Shift. When you press Shift, it turns with hand like this, and you can drag all along. Okay, that's the basic of the movement. And then uh, we will move on to the most basic tools, which is here. It is the line tool, or I usually call it pen tool. Here there are three axes. You can see here it's the red, the blue, and also the green. So when you draw, you can refer to it as whether your drawing is perpendicular to the axis or not. So let's say we are drawing a rectangle here. Uh, when the uh, when the line is red, which means it is perpendicular with the axis, you need to click and then drag again. See, when you it might see that that your drawing isn't perpendicular to the axis because of the extortion from your perspective. However, if the technical is when it is turned to the color of the axis, which means it is already perpendicular. So let's move on. And here, here you see a guidance line. If you see the guidance line, which mean it means that the line you're drawing is the same length, or it is in a straight line with the first uh, with the uh, with the end of the other line. So as you can see, my new line is perpendicular with my old the edge of my old line. So you can just press it, and there you go. It is the first triangle of the basics. But remember uh, when you draw a rectangle or anything that is not perpendicular, let's say like that. Nah, nah, like this example, you will need to uh, connect the edges into another line so that it makes a side. If you make it like this, see, it doesn't make a side. It doesn't fill the side, but it only makes the line. Why? It occurs because that the lines are impossible to fill without a helping line. If we do this, it will more likely eh, it will fill itself as long as it has the right properties to fill in. So let's try another one. See, it fills in itself. So it depends on you need to be careful when you draw lines because it uh, often happens to a new user. So moving on to the next tool, the next tool will be the eraser. The eraser is, you can do shortcut for E here. This is the eraser area and use it as usual. You can use it to erase and so on. Then uh, the next tool we will learn is extrude. Uh, Here it is called push or pull. So the function of this tool is to give a volume to your drawings. So let's say this is the triangle uh, we've drawn before. When you click it, you can give elevations in this uh, to the triangle that we have drawn. Let's say we want to make an attic for 4 meters. You will need to uh, type in 4 because we know that we use the meters uh, in the SketchUp option. So any number we type in will be counted as meters. So when we type in 4 and press enter, this rectangle turns into a 4-meter height, and it is shown in the distance area here, and it will be your new cube, your new block. This is the basics of SketchUp. That is, oh yeah, that is the pull movement I just did. And there's another thing that these tools do, which is push. So in this rectangle, there are one, two, three, 4, and 5 sides. 5 sides that's shown into the camera. First, you will need to click one of the side. When you see the dotted lines, the dotted on the side of the area, you can drag it or push it. Yeah, it is just as simple as you decrease the area or to increase the area. So how can we make this design interesting? You can use the line tool, and let's say you draw a line here. Make a sequences from the others, and then you go back to the extrude tool, push or pull, click on the area, and here, see, you have a new section plane that you can drag along. Uh, okay. And then use the pull item, the pull tool, push or pull tool, and just drag them all along. This way more, you can get creative with shapes and maybe brainstorming ideas about designs and so how you want your maybe house or what you can make furnitures and so on. And that is all about the basics of SketchUp. You can learn from home and also you can see other YouTube tutorials so that you can expert in this application uh, in a short time. And then there's also this last tool that we will need to know because it helps a lot in designing. Here is the 3D warehouse. It is, uh, you will need a student account to sign in to this website because it is apparently uh, you can download other people's designs, maybe such furnitures or maybe windows. It helps you a lot in designing or visual visualize visual vis, to visualize your design in 3D SketchUp. So here I will design log into my account. You are logged in. You need to log in to the Trimble account such as before. Uh, your student account. You need to do the student account. Uh, when you see here, it means that you are all signed in to SketchUp, and you can access the warehouse tool that is connected to the SketchUp already. So you can just import designs to your uh, other people's design to your design. Let's say we want to import a table. Here there are a lot of options that people already make. So we can just download and use it. Let's try this bench. Yes. And this will start the download. And here it is. It is already done and you can just use it freely. You can copy this, Control C and V, copy and paste, and use as much as you want. And yeah, I think that's all the basics that I can show you guys. Any other tools that you want to learn, you can search up to other YouTube tutorials that might help you in the future. So I think that's it from me. Thank you all and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.